Hello, everyone. Today I have sad news. Reddit Troopers is retiring. It's been a thing that's been a long time coming. Unfortunately, it's going to seem like we're retiring the clan just because Supercell's now proactively going up against modders. And that's not the case. I really wanted to make sure that that was something that everyone understood. I didn't want everyone thinking that, oh, Reddit Troopers is disbanding or retiring because Supercell's cracking down on modding. And it's not at all true. I have proof right here from a message from Emily. I was in a deep conversation with her, and this is just a short little piece of it. And this was on March 27th, and she was talking about, it's safe to say in 1 to 2 months, Reddit Troopers is going to be coming to an end. This was simply because a lot of our leadership, herself and a few others that really coordinate everything with Reddit Troopers, they've got a lot going on, both personally as well as other things, and a lot of our members do as well. And so there's just it was gonna happen. And with this being announced over the last weekend, it was just ended up being too much for everyone. And so yeah, that's what's going on. And I just really wanted to make sure that people understood that. I did not want some of the last perceptions or some of the last moments of people hating on Reddit Troopers and everyone involved because of that. And regardless of that message or me making this video, it's not going to change their perceptions, which is fine. It's really not a big deal. I'm used to the internet and all the haters, so it's whatever. But no, it's been a great 2 year, almost 2 years with Reddit Troopers. Back ever since Rejuven, when I found his podcast about just like their wars and how much coordination was involved with everything that they did. The Hulk Files, one of the guys that like originally I talked to about joining. A lot of the people have forgotten about the history about Reddit Troopers too. Where they come from, their roots, and their roots are Reddit Troopers used to be one of the best fair play clans in the world, more so than any fair play clan currently. One could argue that, but there's no way that any of the current fair play clans even stood a chance against Reddit Troopers back in the summer of 2014 into the fall of 2014, and that was when the modding started to pick up and when it started to become a bigger issue. And I would say the first war that we ever really had was when we were hunted by Hanoi in the fall of 2014, and that was a pretty hard loss, but we knew why. I remember that war as if it was yesterday. I was actually in Kuwait at war when that one happened, and Rejuven said, we're not even going to do our attacks. So we literally used zero attack war attacks, and I don't really remember what the score that they had. I don't know if they perfected us or not. I don't think so. I think they still missed like 4 or 5 bases that we had. And that sucked for everyone. And then it was even then we were hunted again by Hanoi and Clash Heads only a few weeks later, and then that was pretty bad. That was probably the lowest point Reddit Troopers has ever had as a clan. And then but we didn't disband. We grew from it. Leadership changed, and some of our members changed. But then since then, we were able to grow as a clan and as a family, and did really well in the mixed war clan community. And then we're able even to transition to the elite clan war community. We were ended up at rank 1 in the mixed clan war community, as well as Clash Heads, and then we were in the top 20 for the elite clan wars. And that's a huge accomplishment. It's a huge achievement that these guys have had. They've had a lot of amazing wars against a lot of amazing players. So I also wanted to make sure I take a second to just thank all of the clans that we've gone up against. And, I've streamed a ton of these wars. I've shown a ton of your bases. And so I really just wanted to thank those elders, co-leaders, leaders, and members for being okay with basically me streaming the wars and showing all of your guys' bases off. A lot of those players have came into the streams and said hello, and it's been a pleasure playing Clash of Clans with all of you. This red line, Reddit Troopers versus Reddit Trooper noobs. We did a skirmish, some of like the players that have been with Troopers for a while versus all the new players, and the new guys ended up kicking our butt. Very last second, Walk goes in, last 30 seconds, and triples the base, and he gets more destruction percentage. So, yeah, thanks, Walk. Thanks for the red line and the Warlog. Way to go, man. But other than that, some other memorable wars, I would say Reddit Troopers versus Clash Nerds. That was extreme. We did a 24-hour stream, the entire war day we streamed on Twitch TV, and that was a long one, 24 hours. It was pretty intense though. We had Through the Fire and Flames going for like the last 10 minutes. We had attacks going left and right. Reddit Troopers ended up winning by 2 stars, I believe, but no, that was an amazing war. Clash Nerds did an amazing job that war, and I'll never forget it. Otherwise, probably one of the best wars I think we've ever had was against Clash Heads, and that was the last war where it was like Town Hall 10s and Town Hall 9s. This was right before Town Hall 11 was released. And they were up on us by 1 star. They had perfected every single one of our bases, and it was like less than 30 seconds. We kept trying to triple their number one player, and we couldn't get it. We couldn't get it. We had the right opener. We knew our opener was solid. It's just we couldn't time the balloons and the hot and the hound pathing and everything else. So we just couldn't get it. And so Pernasty goes in on this base with less than a minute, keeping the clock at a standstill, uses the opener, and legit fair play fucking freestyles the shit out of this base with his fingers and ends up getting the triple on the base. Literally one of the craziest attacks I think any Town Hall 10 has ever done in a war, hands down. No one can really argue that. You can. You're wrong. So that was an amazing war, and it was really fun to see. That war, Clash Heads and Reddit Troopers tied, both clans having perfected each other's base. So I don't know, pretty fun and pretty intense. A lot of great times under this clan tag. So we'll see though. I mean, in the future, we could see Reddit Troopers come out of retirement. I talked to a lot of the members, and the general consensus is most of them don't want to play in an environment where you have some people being fair play and some people being modding. And what I mean by that is a lot of members would either just have like one variable, one condition, either everyone's fair play and it's extremely even and it is fair and you don't have anyone modding and there's no without a doubt that that's the case, or you have everyone modding and without it, and if you lose, you lose. It's like whatever. We put more time into it. We kicked your ass, whatever. And so that's the environment that Reddit Troopers wants to be in, or a lot of the players want to be in. And realistically, it's not going to happen for probably at least 3 months or so. Supercell is going to do what they can. They're proactive against modding, but it's not going to happen overnight. The developers for iMod Xmod already came out with some sort of fix within 24 hours. But, now everyone's been warned at this point. So now when Supercell comes out with some change to however they're, going to be proactively going up against players, these other developers for Xmod iMod, you're not going to be able to try and save players at this point with an update, because by the time Supercell comes out with something, a bunch of players are going to get their bans. And that's just going to be a risk that players are going to have to take from this point forward. There's probably always going to be some sort of complex long route way to use cheats in Clash of Clans. But at the end of the day, is that worth the trouble, the hassle, the time, the effort? You have to kind of weigh your pros and cons. And a lot of troop players and troopers, that risk is not worth it. The amount of time, it's just simply not worth it. It's not worth losing your account over. And so we're hoping and we're waiting. I think a lot of players are waiting for maybe a day later in 2016 when the game is a little bit more balanced and just more fun. And you might see Reddit Troopers come out of retirement. But for right now, we do have a lot of our leaders, co-leaders, that have enough things going on and some other stuff happening, and they just need to kind of get away from it, at least away from the serious war scene for a few months. We could see something later this month, though. I really don't know. I still plan on playing the game. I'm going to be trying to find a clan that no one really knows about. I don't really want to join a fair play clan. I don't want to join a TWC clan. I just want to join this random clan in like the middle of nowhere that has like a good group of players, like a good community. They still do wars, but like no one really knows about them. It's just like this like random clan that you might come across. It's like, oh look, this random clan, but they're all really active and they do wars and they win, they lose, it's whatever. I've tend to have had the best experiences in those clans, because it's just like with a bunch of just your average people. They have like families and jobs, and they clash when they can, and they win, they lose, and I don't know. It's more about the people. It's always been about the people in Clash of Clans or games like these. Would Clash of Clans be fun if no one else played? No, you kidding me? Attacking next through like nothing, just attack like bots and dead bases wouldn't be fun. Oh, you've got a maxed base, grads. So yeah, I'm still looking forward to Clash of Clans. Still going to be playing it. Still going to be doing like some sort of like weekly YouTube video for Clash of Clans. Most of my videos are going to be for Clash Royale and Summoners War and other mobile games. But I still plan on playing Clash and doing my war attacks. And then once I get into a clan, doing war attacks like every other day on Twitch. So, but yeah, I'm trying to think if there was anything else I wanted to say in this video. I don't think so. I think that's it. So I'm recording this time. Good. The first time I did this, I thought I was recording, but it was on preview mode, and I was upset. I was not happy. But if you guys have any questions, go ahead and leave them in the comments. If you like this video, like. If you want to see more videos from me, go ahead and subscribe. I'm going to be doing a video every day for the rest of 2016. Then, depending on where the channel's at, we'll go forward from that in 2017. But I'm looking forward to doing more videos, and I enjoy doing these. So I hope that you enjoy them too. And I'm looking forward to building our community on YouTube and Twitch, and just kind of smushing them together and just having this one awesome community. So. But yeah, I hope you guys have good luck just with everything with Clash of Clans. If you guys are choosing to still play, or with all of your clans, whether fair play or modding, or I'm gonna try and mod for the rest of my life. You can't stop me. Good luck. That's all I got, man. I gotta get ready to stream. So, otherwise, I'll see you guys later or on the Twitch stream tonight. Peace.